Hey there, card collectors. Jay here from Jay's Cards, and a few weeks ago I posted a video about the most valuable 1981 Topps Trade baseball cards. And at the end of that video I posed the question, which set should I show next, my 1977 set or my 1982 Topps set? Well, it took me a long time to count up all the votes here, and it looks like we're going with the 1977 Topps set. Thanks, Tony. And this set is known for a handful of Hall of Fame rookie cards. And of course it had many players who would go on to the Hall of Fame. Not to mention there were many players who were all-stars throughout the 1970s and 1980s. But my favorite cards from any vintage set has to be the commons. This 660 card set was sold in packs for 15 cents a piece. So without further ado, here's my collection, my 1977 Topps baseball card set. Always love those leader cards there, especially when you see the Hall of Famers like George Brett and Mike Schmidt and Nolan Ryan, Tom Seaver, and Jim Palmer. There's a first-year Yankee card for Reggie Jackson. Always like the nice clean look of the 77 Topps set. It's not busy, not too detailed. And there's Greg Lazinski, one of my favorites of all time. And Ron Cey, who had a nice career. And Hall of Famer Jim Rice. And Hall of Famer Johnny Bench. And I love the National League All-Star banners. I do like the close-ups, which are a hallmark of cards in this era. There's Mr. Seinfeld, Keith Hernandez. And Hall of Famer Joe Morgan with the National League All-Star banner. And there's the first Blue Jays manager card, along with Hall of Famer Steve Carlton. Rod Carew, American League All-Star banner. Al Oliver had a nice long career. I think he had something like 2,700 hits. And Mike Schmidt, along with the Bruce Sutter rookie card. And Gaylord Perry, Hall of Fame pitcher, and Tom Seaver, Hall of Fame pitcher. Gary Templeton rookie card. He was a shortstop of the future at the time. Traded for Ozzie Smith later on. And Thurman Munson, great catcher. Davey Lopes had a nice long career as a speedster. team cards, too, of this era. And Gary Matthews, a good old Sarge. And Frank Tanana, fireball pitcher at the time. Fred Lynn, great outfielder for the Red Sox and later on the Angels. Now we have some record breakers of the time, like from George Brett and Nolan Ryan. And Cecil Cooper, great player later on with the Brewers in the 80s. Bill Mad Dog Madlock, multiple-year batting leader. And Louis Tiant, El Tiante. And Mark Fidrich. Dave Parker. And we had a couple of championship series cards there. And Jim Catfish Hunter, Brooks Robinson. This set's definitely full of Hall of Famers. And Gary Carter. It's a fantastic looking set. And Toby Hara, I always loved that palindromic last name. And Goose Gossage next to Ken Griffey. Reggie Smith and George Foster had a great run of a few years there in the late 70s. Lou Brock, Hall of Famer. Willie Randolph, second baseman for many of the great Yankees teams in the 70s. Oops, sorry about that. And Dave Winfield. Always loved the old Padres uniform. And Steve Garvey with the All-Star banner. And now we have a few World Series cards. Rusty Staub had a nice long career. I would say like had 2,600 hits. And Fergie Jenkins, Hall of Famer. Oh yeah, and the Turn Back the Clock cards by increments of, I think, 5 years. And Gorman Thomas, my favorite. And there's a Pete Rose. Topps, Willie Stargell, Don Baylor, and Ted Simmons. And we have 2 rookie cards here of Andre Dawson and Dale Murphy. And there's Yaz, Carl Yastrzemski, the Mad Hungarian Al Hrabowski, a bunch of rookie cards like Jack Clark on the top there, Dave King Kong Kingman, and 2 Hall of Famers there, Raleigh Fingers and Dennis Eckersley. And Willie McCovey. Bob Boone had a nice long career. John Denny won the 1983 National League Cy Young. Randy Jones, I believe he won the 76 National League Cy Young. And Dave Concepcion, longtime All-Star shortstop for the Reds. George Brett, oh, that's a great looking card. Buddy Bell had a nice career. See here, Jim Palmer, Hall of Famer. Don Sutton, Phil Niekro. Bert Blyleven. And 4 Big League Brothers cards. And Robin Yount. Carlton Fisk. Nolan Ryan and Tony Perez, nice looking cards. And there's our last page there. And as always, thanks for watching.